Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Would you believe me if I told you this bed was made about 10 minutes ago? And then these two decided to lay down on it? Unbothered by the world, fully asleep. How are we today? My cam's a little blown out. Let's fix that real quick. Frickin' sun showing up. Bye, Tolly. There we go. That's a little bit better. I don't know why he swallowed a fly. Perhaps he'll die. Boom. I hope we're all having a great day, guys. Starting the weekend off with some Brood War. My throat is still recovering from being sick this week, but yeah. So if I don't sound that hot, it is because my throat's a little shot today. But it's fine. We will survive. We will make it because we have a really sick bracket. Um, there it is. Let's look at this. We got Dexter, DeWalt, Eon Dirk, Julian, Napoleon, Fishy, and of course our boy IJ. We got a sick little bracket here. These are all best of ones. And this is best of three. Like these three series right here are best of three. And this is a best of five today. Yep, right there. And look at this. We even have a Liquipedia page. You can come through here. Look at all this stuff. Guys, make sure you check out the Liquipedia page. Osepu put a lot of work into making this nice for us. And especially with Zeke versus Dragon tomorrow, guys. This time is wrong. I got to let them know. It's actually at 2 p.m. Central Time, so it'll be 24 hours and 3 hours, right? It's the normal BSL time. So make sure you're there for that. That's going to be great. But tomorrow has its own games. Let's worry about today's games, shall we? Well, and by that I mean we got to find our players. Uh, um, for you and IPSL. There we go. Just pinged him. All right, guys. Looks like some people are, floating in a little late, as players tend to do. But that's fine. Means we get more time to, well, you sleep, Jinx. Jinx, you want to co-cast? Oh, your ears perked up. Do you want me to get you a headset? I think she's a caster in the making. Right, Jinx? Good girl. All right. So we're going to probably do Dexter versus Eon Zerg, I think. That seems like the best first round of what we got. Like the most interesting, because then you go up against DeWalt, right? And who doesn't want to watch DeWalt play? So I think that's what we're going to start with. You'd have to get out of bed, though, girl, if you wanted to cast. All right. Well, it looks like Dexter won't be able to make it, so we will grab another game. I hate Discord with a burning passion. Like, you're like, you type someone's name to message them, and then it just, here's all these other people that aren't the person you're looking for. You're like, well, why give them to me? You gave me the person I wanted originally, and now it's not. Uh, sorry, guys. The whole point of the check-in system is that, players check in, so that way we know they're here. And when you check in and you can't play, it doesn't work. It's like, just come on, guys. You don't get prize money if you don't show up. But that's the first round of a bracket tournament, right? The first round of any tournament is just a whole lot of, all right, where's the players? Where's the players? Where's the players? Oh, man. Oh, come on. I think Napoleon's coming. So we'll get a game. We're going to have a game here, guys. At worst, walkovers in about 6 minutes, and then we'll have a game. But there's our guy. Hey. All right, guys. We've got our players. Now they just got to veto down. Down. There we go, guys. Sometimes it really is just, you gotta wait. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's not the most interesting thing, but welcome to how these brackets run. Jakub playing. He is not signed up today. I'm a little sad. No. Jakub should be signing up. A lot of people should be signing up, but, Go bother them. Tell them to sign up next month. Jakub has supporters. Let's go. Jakub is actually a great dude. He, last CS LAN, him, Art of Turtle, and I split a B&B. And he's just a really cool dude. Super fun to hang out with. He gave me a ride from the airport. So, I'm a big Jakub fan. Also, just really fun. He shows up. He plays well. 10 out of 10 guy. Well, 9 out of 10. He is Canadian, and sorry, guys. I'm still not entirely over my sickness. What I'm also not over is this sick IPSL merch. Stitched in. Like, there we go. Show this to the camera. This is all stitched. This is not a press-on. This is actual sewing. So it's going to last forever. I actually just got this yesterday, so I'm trying it out today. Well, I say that as if I have other polos, right, for our other leagues, but the IPSL one just came in, and it feels great. Even better because he's Canadian. Chat doesn't know what they're on about. It's fine. That's fine, chat. You can think what you want. It's fine. All right. Looks like we're hosting up, guys. Finally. It happens eventually. I need to organize my map packs. There we go. All right, that organized. Let's get the scoreboard set up because I'm actually thinking ahead. Guys, this is as professional as a monthly gets here. We've got the merch on. We've got the scoreboard set up. We got players. We also, what I haven't had yet is the hoodies. And I got this like 2-3 days ago. Oh. Which is also stitched on. This is hard. This is a hard angle to show. But yeah, look at that. Nice and stitched. This is beautiful. But it looks like our players are ready to go, which means we're going to go ahead, hit the button, and get right on into game number 1. A Matcherino ticket. You know, now that you mention it, that's fine. These guys aren't going to do anything too crazy in the first 10 seconds. Let me get that link. It should have codes, at least. There we go. There we go. Oh, there's always people to root for. Well, we got to go and see how they're doing first. We got to see them. What the heck? Napoleon picked Terran? Interesting. I think he just didn't want to play the mirror. Oh, that's right. He's a race picker. I forgot about that. God, I haven't seen him in a hot minute. I actually haven't seen him play Z. I think I've seen him play ZVZ once. Well, yeah, race picking out of ZVZ. But anyways, guys, I could ramble all day. But what I could do is instead introduce our players. Spawning here at the bottom left-hand side, guys, with the yellow drone. Give it up for Julian. Top right-hand side, our race-picking friend. Give it up for Napoleon. All right. We're going to put our barracks back here. That way our Marines pop out in a nice, safe location. Julian going for an 11 hatch here. Nothing too fancy with that. Oh, don't worry. There's plenty of time for the game to lag. Don't worry. It's locked at 16, so I'm sure that'll be the problem in about 10 minutes. All right. Simple little wall. Main gaps up here. Oh, SCV, the greatest bounce ever. Very good bounce from the SCV to save his life. Hatch pool, gas coming on up here. Gas steal, the Julian classic. You're not really playing against Julian unless he steals your gas. Alright, gonna go for like an 18cc here. With something like this, it is important to get that CC down a little bit quicker because you're gonna need this gas. Yeah, you can produce Marines for a little bit, but you're gonna start needing stim and +1 and medics. And in order to keep those timings crisp, you need a quicker CC in your natural. So that way you can take this gas. Julian just happy to macro up here. Layer coming down in the natural, since the SCV is only in the main. we should take down this refinery pretty soon here. Yeah, there we go. Now we confirm the layers down. We don't know the exact timing of it, but you know Julian's not exactly a slouch when it comes to his timings. Lynn gets in, confirms the CC timing. That's always useful. Alright. Big ol' STV transfer as this base finishes up. Alright. Where's our spire? There it is. Alright. So this is going to be a pretty standard 2-hatch spire play. Marines moving out here. They're going to clear out the Ling. 8 Marines, one of which is injured. Can't do too much. Oh. Ling senses an opportunity. Oh, yeah. There's one. We are actually going to go across. One sunken being made. 8 Marines should be able to power down a sunken, though, if they really want to. Spire's just over halfway done. Yeah, there's a world where you just run right through this. You got to hit in a full line, though. You got to make sure your Marines are in a straight line. And then go in. He's not going to, because I think he just saw this and he might have assumed it was already a creep going into a sunken. But yeah, if you like straight line back here and then just walk in, you know, like old classical, yeah, like 1600s war, and you know, you got a good shot against the sunken. As Marines output a lot of DPS, even without stim. Alright, Julian looking to take the bottom right. We do leave a Marine here at the normal third base, just to make sure. Alright, mutas are on the way. We got a turret finishing up here. We're getting a bunker. One second here. I'm just going to reply to him outside of client because... Alright, need to take their first swipes here. It's only 5, but there's no turrets ready. Girl. Alright. Oop. Missed a shot there. There we go. Alright, filter out the weak one. We're bringing in some fresh reinforcements. Oh, the Marines just stand there and accept their fate. Alright, Hydra Den is already down. Queen's Nest coming up. Hatchery is already finished in the 3rd location. Julian is looking pretty okay right now. We have 4 turrets here, which is going to make it hard to dive in, but... Oh. Alright, we're looking for weaknesses. This is still just the weakest point. I guess 1 turret. You have 8 mutas. You can click down the turret if you really wanted to. Alright. Oh, 1 more shot. Take out an STV on the way out. And at this point, he's just waiting for lurkers. And, I mean, Napoleon can try going across. He does scan bottom right. But, I mean, we should be able to get lurkers over there in time. Yeah, this is just... Oh, he's not paying attention. He's just A-moving in because he's dealing with the mutas. Oh. Oh, that's disgusting. All of that bio just reduced to 3 Marines. There's not more medics than Marines. Oh. We burrow the lurkers and pull the Marines in just a little bit. We don't really have enough mutas to do anything anymore, but... well, now we have less mutas to do anything with anymore, but realistically the mutas are just here to make ready the way of the lurkers. This bio ball doesn't really know what it can do. He's gonna try and come back, but like, what are you gonna do? Stim into this? Like, lol. Yeah, like this is 4 lurkers. We don't even have +1 armor yet. Scan runs out. No. Okay, we will kill this in the end, but oh god, so many dead Marines. And it doesn't matter. We've got hive tech. We're getting more lurkers. We've got our defilers coming. Alright, so he's scanning around for other bases. What he doesn't realize is, yeah, this is not going to be great for him. I think these might be on hold position, or that was like just out of range. Vulture coming out here with mines on the way. Interesting. Oh, yeah, he sees everything now. He scans it out. Great scan. But it doesn't matter because here comes here comes the clouds. Lol. Oh no. Oh, that was not great. And he's just gonna send it in dark form the natural. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, he didn't actually eat enough. No. Dude, that 98 energy. Now he has enough, but... Oh, they're all gonna die to that mine. Oh, they didn't all die to the mine. Ooh. Alright, we've already preemptive darks formed. We've got hydras. We got lurkers. We got sunkens. Put the fire bats in the bunker. Let's go. That'll help. Oh, that was painful to watch. As a Zerg player, this is just... I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy watching Terrans lose as a Zerg player. As an unbiased caster, though, and an actual fan of Napoleon. I think he's actually like a cool dude. Like, it's unfortunate. All right, This is Julian. Where's the queen to come and try and infest this? Come on now. Donk, donk, donk. Ah, he just lost 2 Marines to not even kill the Defiler. Alright, we finally moved these lurkers up. Cool and all, but looks like he's finally gonna try and break out. But the scan runs out. Ah, he's only got 1 scanner working and it has no energy. That's fine. We have 3 vessels here. Those can see things. He pulls the SCVs in to fight. No. 18 kills, 15 kills. Oh my lord. We had a great plague here in the middle, by the way. Now, as a caster, it's not my job to call when a game is over. However, it's going to be very hard for Napoleon to catch up. Oh. A little too much tear in there for what we have. That's fine. We brought a battle drone. I like that he's playing like Plague Hydra here. Like the Hydra Defiler with Plague is so good. Yeah, if this was a betting line, you would be taking the over right now. Oh, the scanner burns down. No. GG's. That'll do it. Poor guy. I was probably in team chat. All right, guys. Yeah, I always host top versus bottom, so it's always going to be an ally chat thing. And I know Napoleon, he's a good guy. Like, if he didn't GG, it wasn't because of, he's not malicious, in my opinion. Most likely top versus bottom allied chat. And all right. All right. We're just getting everything sorted out for what we're going to cast. So, all right. Yeah. All right. We're just getting all our lobbies set up, figuring out who's hosting. All right. It looks like I'm hosting. Three. All right. Let me host up here. They want me to host. I'm honored. I don't know why people want me hosting. It's usually a disaster, but that's fine. We can get the scoreboard set up here. There we go. All right, guys. Our next series is a semifinal, best of 3. Eon Zerg versus DeWalt. All right. There's that. Start prediction. DeWalt v. Eon Zerg. Best of 3. There we go, guys. This prediction is for the whole series. So make sure if you're betting, it is for the whole series, guys. DeWalt versus Eon Zerg. Which, obviously, I know how everyone's going to go to bet. But, you know, there might be a good value bet in here. All right, guys, our players are ready. That means we're ready. That means we're going to go ahead and hit start and get right on into game number 1. DeWalt versus Eon Zerg. Semifinals in our IPSL Monthly. Number 14. Spawning here on the right-hand side, the 3 o'clock position, guys. We have DeWalt. And in the lower left-hand side, guys, with the Zerg drones. They're nice, they're blue, and they're owned by Eon Zerg. Alright, guys. I am excited for this one. I am a big Eon Zerg fan. I just enjoy his playstyle. Like, there's players like, you know, Striker and Crossy and such that I've met, and, like, I've played against Striker in StarCraft for All. It was not very close at all. I'm very bad at the game. But, like, you know, it's guys that I know and have met personally and hang out. It's like, they're fun guys. But then there's players that I've never met, but I just love their playstyle. And Eon Zerg is one of them. I'm just a big fan of how he plays the game. Everything I know about him, he's a super chill dude, too. So, that helps. Alright, let's see. What do you think? Gate? That's going to be a Forge. DeWalt's too normal to do anything interesting. Overpool here. Do like me some overpools. Both players getting a first scout. Alright, yeah, Probe gets in here. He gets a couple of hits off with the drone, but he's going to see everything. Sees the overpool. The hatchery's about to go down. Everything you could ever want. We're going to go ahead and go Nexus before Cannon. Alright. And he's just going to keep an eye on it. The question is, how many lings are in these eggs? Well, that was a drone, so that's basically all the information DeWalt needs. You know, alright, you're not going 6 lings. Don't need the second cannon. I don't need to, like, you know, super rush to get everything defensive, but you're going to drop the gateway and be good to go. Alright, Probe's looking for the third base. Probe's going to find the third base. Hasn't gone down yet. Drone count in the main's looking a little thin, so this should all be drones. At this point, he should be basically just droning from here. He's got full sight. He knows the gateway's not done yet. It should be just smack that drone button. Get up to a nice healthy count. The real question is, he's going to like 973. Because we're right at the crossroads of when you decide if you're going to 973 or not, right? Like, we've got 9 drones in the main. But he's going to go layers, so the answer is no. Alright, now this is where blocking the probe becomes important. Alright. Looks like we, you know, there's still a chance of the 973 with the layer being a bit of a backup plan, bit of a fake out. We'll see what he does. Zealot's going to go home. Doesn't think it's worth moving out. You never know how many... Before Ling's chasing the probe, you don't know if there's like 4 more here waiting, right? And sending your Zealot into that's just an absolute waste. Alright. Layer pops. Let's see what we're going to do here. It'd be sick to see like a quick lurker play if we had the Hydra Den, but no. I have a feeling we're going to see some Ogre Zerg gaming. Alright, we get the probe. We have a fair amount of Lings, actually. And then kind of come over here, poke in, see what's up. Zealots are in a good position. We have 1 cannon that's well positioned. You're not likely to get much done here. I mean, yeah, honestly, Dwell versus Eon, best of 5 or best of 7. That's like a semi-final or a final match right there, for sure. And as a show match, it'd be something great. We might have to see what we can do. Alright, we come in here, we scout the Spire just as it's about to finish. That's everything DeWalt needs. He's going to get +1, continue the Corsair production. And this is where Eon Zerg has to make a decision. Do we commit to Ogre Zerg Gamer, heavy Muta, heavy Scourge, you know, and try and win the air war? Or are we going to go 5 Mutas into Hydras? That's the decision he's faced with. And depending on how you play it, it's not like a guaranteed, like, oh, it's going to be, like, both of them are good ideas. Like, Ogre Zerg Gamer, if you can get the air advantage, it's so much fun. And it's super strong. Ugh, only one of those connected. That's not a great way to start if you're going to ogre it up. It looks like he's not. Unfortunately, my hopes of Ogre Gaming have been dashed. Alright, we got 6 Zealots moving out here. We got a couple of them that are pretty banged up from the Lings. In fact, we're going to trap one. Ooh, that's not something you would normally see from DeWalt. Just sacrificing a Zealot like that. Yeah, that's not exactly something you'd expect from him. Alright, Scourgers scouting around. They're going to keep an eye on the Zealots for now. Of course, there's our hiding. We have High Templar on the way. Energy building up, readying themselves to cast Storm. Takes a lot of concentration to channel the weather. Or as we call it, just an average day in Oklahoma. If you're just tuning in, I'd like to apologize. I have been sick this week and my throat is still not 100% back. First Storm drives away the Hydras, but they will not be deterred. We will continue to hit this. Invisible Man in the mix here. Overlords with speed are going to come on in here. We are up to 6 stairs with +1. Yeah. So he's waiting for his opportunity to pounce on the Overlord here. With 6 Corsairs, that's actually really doable. Like, if he really wants to make it happen, he could dive through here with them as he pushes out with the Zealots or Storm or something. He cancels that cannon. He is that confident. Seeing just the small amount of Hydras here. Alright, he targets down the DT. Doesn't get it, but he kills off 2 Corsairs there. That's huge. Alright, that Storm. Oh, he's going to get a couple of Hydras. Oh, he gets another one on the way through. Oh, no. And it's all about Dan. Oh, he picks off the DT. He doesn't even care about the Overlord anymore. Beautiful. But at this point, he just doesn't have enough. He's got to retreat. And take this gas. Surprisingly, he's not gonna. He doesn't like have anything here. He's just gonna go full pedal to the metal, try and meet these Zealots out in the middle of the map. Oh, beautiful lurker egg. Nice, and he cancels them. Oh, this is the painful part. This is the worst part about playing against someone who's good with Corsairs. Evo Chamber coming on up here. Ooh. Alright, what do we want to bet in here? The highest of Templars, the dankest of Templars. Ah, there's no Robobay, right? Yeah, not a shot. I have my bets on the Invisible Men, the dankest of Templars. Oh, looks like he's more interested in dealing with this real quick. Look at him. Look at his cape. Alright, Yonzerk's super quick to look, actually. He was about to do a macro cycle, it looks like. No, he does actually have 2 Zealots in there. Honestly, sniping the Spire isn't... I don't think will give him the advantage he's thinking because he hasn't built Scourge in a hot minute. Well, I say that. He built them because he was about to lose it. I mean... We're going to lose Dark Templar, Shuttle, 2 Zealots, and now a Corsair. I don't know if that was worth it. We're still being pressured at the front. We weren't able to get any counter damage on it there. We did pull the mineral line here. I think that, honestly, the biggest damage is pulling all the workers out of the main, which was pretty good. But at the end of the day, I don't know if it was enough. This is a pretty good army from DeWalt here. Very goon heavy, very ready to just come out here and knock down anything. Right. 4 Templars, most of which are building at 200. Look at all that energy. One Zealot running around here. Oh, we sniped the Observer. Nice. We're going to bring in some reinforcement lurkers. Oh, this poor lurker. Oh, what about second Observer? Leon's like, I'll shoot that one too. Cool. And honestly, the Observer Snipe is the only thing keeping this position viable. He does not actually have enough army here to deal with this. Sniping the Observers is really all that's keeping him here at the front door. You know, he's been building some drones, so he actually, the army supply is a little bit lower than it should be. But it looks like we're finally getting a few rounds of macro in. So hopefully we can get some stuff in position. It looks like DeWalt just wants to move out. Probably take another base. And we're going on 14 minutes. You really kind of need to. The question, I assume he wants to take this one, which is why I send the goons down here. But he's sending enough of a force up here that Eon Zerg won't really be able to deny this at all. Eon Zerg has to respect what's coming up here. Alright, couple of Hydras in the back here. Looking for any cheeky Templars or anything. They will not find it, but it does look like just barely this game will go on. Oh, Templar at the front. Sad Scourge came out here to find the Observer. Did not. They're all down here. Ugh. Storm really hurting the Zealots, but also, oh god, the Storm's back here. And Eon Zerg is just trying to get his army in here. He is just, he thinks he can, if he can surround this, I mean, it's mostly Goon now. Storms are empty. Like, our tanks are on E here. So, if we could take out this army, we'd be in a great spot. But reinforcing Zealot, High Templar coming on up here. We have 2 more Storms in the pocket now. That's just too much here for what Eon's got. He needs to fall back. He's got a lot of minerals in the bank, but not a lot of gas, so building Hydras is going to be hard. Yo, Mauser, welcome, Raiders. You're just in time for game number 1. Well, probably the end of game number 1, admittedly. But, alright, Eon Zerg's going to go forward, snipe the Observer, but he doesn't have any Lurkers in play anyways. I guess he's got 1. Alright, 1 Lurker might actually be enough. Oh, second Lurker does not get to get in the dirt. But the DPS of 1 Lurker is actually kind of low. Reinforcing Zealots coming on in here. As much as this Lurker is trying, this is not looking good. I have been here many a times in my ZVP. Look at this! He was shooting the Zealot. Look at that. The splash damage, that was cute. GG is called. DeWalt takes game number 1. Yeah, that was some. I've won the game. I'm going to pay attention to this now. Good girl, Jean. She's asleep. How we doing, Tater? What is it? Next map is Knockout. Okay. The anti-Zerg map. I'm still convinced this is one of the better Zerg maps out there. I love it so much. Especially against Terran. Yo, Megan, how are we doing? Ugh. Hope we're all having a fantastic Saturday. Made better by some incredible StarCraft. I haven't even bullied Mick yet today. But if I did, it'd be because he's French-Canadian. And, I mean, you know. Alright, here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead and get into game number 2. Here we go. Oh, come on. Where is it? There we are. Come on, game. Alright, spawning here in the top left-hand side, guys. It is our Zerg Hope. Can he do it? Can he take a map and bring it back to 1-1 and maybe even take the series? It is Eon Zerg. And bottom left, calm, cool, collected. It is DeWalt. Alright. So he's going to put his wall pretty on the trench. We'll see how it goes. I've seen people Hydra bust on this map at high levels, and it's kind of crazy. You just really have. It's like a 973. If you do like a 973, you could just have enough Hydras to run through the trenches. Very World War I-esque. But all right, overpool again. Probes in here, just causing some problems. Oh, thought about taking the minerals. The 0 minerals. Alright, forge back. I like that, because if you put the gateway here, then you can put your cannons here. Yeesh. Even the probe micro is kind of nuts. Wait, did someone cast my series versus Mick? I don't know if you can call my version of Crazy Zerg normal or good. That's for sure. It was fun. He just wants a drone, man. No, honestly, I think if I played a macro game 3, I could have won that series. Yeah, that's a weird cannon. What the heck? Like, the whole point of this wall is that you put your cannons here. Like, that's the whole point of this wall. Is that you put cannon 1 here, cannon 2 here. And you never lose your forge to a Hydra bust. But alright. That tree is down, finishing up. He wants to steal his fake minerals. Not today. I feel like you see this, you know the cannons aren't here. So you know they're somewhere back here. I feel like that you gotta be looking at this going, this is something I can exploit. But maybe that's because I like cheesing. I don't know. Maybe I'm a terrible person. Alright. Second gas coming down. Cyber core almost done. Layer starting. Looks like we're gonna get maybe a repeat of last game. Which Eon Zerg in the lobby was talking about how he feels like he just played the greatest game of his life. And he's like, and it wasn't enough. And you know what? That is kind of the DeWalt effect, isn't it? Alright. Saying that he has the best PvZ in the Discord is... I get what you mean. Like, I understand the point of that statement. But I like to think that it's like some tiny, like, Discord of like 20 people and DeWalt's like, yeah, I got the best PvZ here. Yeah, and as Noob says, it's like he's probably got the best PvZ in most Discords he's in. Yeah, it's... But yes, DeWalt is kind of good at the game, guys. Oh, exit Ray Rain. Oh, God. I haven't thought about that in quite a while. Alright, Corsair's gonna come across. See that everything's pretty similar to last game. Although this Corsair's a little bit later because it, well, I guess this is a longer map. Oh, is it? No, the rush distance here might be shorter than Dominator, linearly. Oh, once again, DeWalt loses a Zealot for free when he tries to move out. That is uncharacteristically DeWalt. That is not DeWalt. It is uncharacteristic of DeWalt to lose a Zealot like that. Although doing it 2 games in a row might make a liar of me yet. Alright, while we were watching that, some Scourge are out, so it looks like he got the first, oh no, they're just hiding over here. Oh. Alright. We're building our little, defense here. We got a single mutt. Invisible men coming on in. There's an Overlord and a Sunken, though. Oh, he gets the last hit. Yeah, and Dirk says, I don't care about your Corsair. Oh, are we going to storm our own probes? Come on, DeWalt, do it for me. Oh, he doesn't have the energy. Oh, he really wanted that. Honestly, even just splashing some glaives onto that would kill it. Look at that. Guys. I don't want to say anything. But this is looking a lot better for Eon Zerg than perhaps the last one did. Now, I mean, you can do all the damage in the world and just lose to the follow-up all in. Yeah, I don't want to jinx it. But that was kind of hot, all right? Like, all I'm going to say is I'm going to clip that and pocket that. That's the kind of clip you put in your homework folder, right? If you're a Zerg player. Alright, we got 5 High Templars. DeWalt thinks he can fight this without Archons of either flavor. Interesting. A lot of times you'd expect to see, like, because he lost the Corsair fight. Like, he's not building anymore. Might be getting, if that's +1, he should be canceling it. It should be Goon range that he's getting now. And so if you surrendered the air superiority, right, he's accepted he's not going to win against the Mutas. Alright, that poor Pylon. He realized that half of this would be depowered. He's like, oh, I should probably put another. He won't be able to get into his natural. Oh, this is, yeah, it's going to be weird. Because you expect everything to go down and out. Which means that, like, nothing will be able to get in here and help. This is an interesting little setup here. So do you miss some beautiful Muta harass from Eon Zerg here? That's what you've missed. Would highly recommend, guys, if you check out our YouTube channel. You know, our VODs will always be there. So if you're ever like, oh, what did I miss? You can always go check the VODs. We will be uploading all the games as like regular YouTube videos soon. By that I mean the qualifiers in the round of 24 should be coming soon. So make sure you guys subscribe. Don't miss it. We'll be throwing a lot of clips up there too of our games. You know, the YouTube channel is going to blow up this year. That's the plan. The plan is to make YouTube big. So yeah, make sure you guys check out the YouTube channel. Drop it a sub. It's free. And all you're going to get is more StarCraft content in your feed. What a life. Alright, we got a lot of goons. We got 6 Templar. 2 Corsairs. Alright, Observer comes forward. Day of the Lurker is done. Run, buddy, run! Oh, 2 free Templar. Ah! That was hot. Didn't even have any upgrade. We have 1-1 versus 0-0 mutas, and you just... I'll take those. Munch, munch, munch. He's going up to 5 base here. Plenty of Hydra Lurker on the back of this. Alright, he knows DeWalt's trying for just the mineral only. And honestly, the mineral only kind of sucks when you're sniping High Templar. He won't be able to keep up with replacing them. That's why he's keeping 2 in the pocket, it seems. Just in case. Alright, he sees that and he's like, eh. He is considering it still. DeWalt says, well, let me consider it for you. DeWalt has considered it, and DeWalt decides, I like this fight, actually. I mean, Eon is 20 supply up at this point. 5 bases rocking. DeWalt's forced to take a mineral only. He's going to try and take 12 o'clock too. I think this might be a bit of an overextension. He really doesn't have anything. Like, with how good Eon's been at sniping High Templar, this is not going to be good. Eon Zerg needs to realize it, though, and hop on this. Because if DeWalt gets 4 base for free, then it's a bad spot for Eon. Absolutely. If Eon can come in here and break this position, like if you can deny this, thumbs up. Great play. If you can wedge your army here and kind of break this off, that's basically GG. All right. DeWalt's going to try and buy himself some time by attacking. Yeah, bad storm. Oh! Oh! Oh, we took a lot of damage there, but that was... All right, and now we confirm that base. Oh, no! 5 mutas make it out for, what, 3-4 Templar and confirmation of the bottom 12 o'clock base. They're so hurt. But on the side of this, he's got Defiler attack. He's getting his upgrades. Like, he just hasn't bothered to take a real fight yet. DeWalt's on 2-2. He doesn't have a lot of storm to go with this army. Rallying Lings in 1 at a time, not great. But on the other side of this, these are cracklings. Even without even without Dark Swarm, they will still delete everything super quick. This is a Julian play if I've ever seen one. This is the kind of stuff Julian does, where it's just mass Ling, and I love it. Oh, we storm ourselves. and we clear out the cannons, and we clear out the mineral line. Like 4 probes escaped. We think about attacking at 12 o'clock, and honestly, probably a good idea that we don't. But now we forced out an Archon. The Templar committed Sudoku, you know. That was honestly pretty good for Eon. For just the cost of links. Like, he's still, you know, almost 20 supply ahead. All the Storms focus on killing the Mutas. They will get a couple. 1 Templar survives. If we had gotten the 3rd Templar, maybe it would have been better. But, oh well. You can't break them all. He's still set up to now take the top right of the map. He's actually taking the bottom right. That's aggressive. Nualt's over here looking for a base. All he's going to find is some links. So, I mean, these are 3-2 Zealots versus 1-1 links, right? Oh, Scourge. Yep. There's your target. Dunk. Look at the amount of money we're putting into cannons down here, and this Archon that's kind of stuck. Also appreciate how much Eon Zerg is trying to handle here. Like there's just so much going on the map. He's doing this fight. He's still moving stuff around up here. Both players are really, right now he's macroing while also being aware of what's going on. Both players are really just doing everything at once. And that's what makes them good. And that's why they're better than us. DeWalt trying to take this base. Interesting. I think we recognize that, and we're just going to pounce on it. Both players pretty equal in supply, but I mean, if you're letting Zerg max out, you're kind of losing the game. Oh, the Storms are good, though. Like, Dark Swarms are good, but he can't get anything under them easily. He just keeps losing everything as he tries. These Zealots are well upgraded. Alright, he's going to bring the rest of his army to bear now. Oh, there's free Templar. Oh, but we're A-moved, so we're going to actually fight the Zealot instead of the Templar. Oh. Yeah, we get one of them at least. And in the end, we are actually going to break this position. There's a lot more rallying down here. We are absolutely going to bust in here. Yeah, look at this. He's going to pick off the Templar. Yeah, and that's it. That base is not happening. That was very expensive for DeWalt. Eon Zerg now needs to macro up a little bit. Probably drop a couple more hatcheries somewhere. Looks like. But honestly, like, that was a huge win for him. He deleted DeWalt's army. Look at that. DeWalt's down to 150 supply while rebuilding. Like, don't fly over the Archon. But I mean, this is a commanding position from Eon Zerg. And he has been doing it right. He, like we were saying earlier, all he has to do is not throw it, and he really just has gone out of his way not to. He hasn't had the best of attacks. He hasn't won every fight, but he's won the important fights, and he's pushed in right when he needs to in a lot of places. This is a little overextension. We're chasing up here for nothing. This is a base that isn't even online yet. But now all of his this is basically all of DeWalt's army. Like, he's got a little bit there. He's got, like, nothing here as these Hydras clean up. But if Eon Zerg cleans through this, that's it. He's going to surround this army, and that's basically GG if he kills this. The army's starting to slip through. We don't really have anything here to stop it. So the game will go on a little bit longer, it seems. But once again, we're still up 10 supply. We're now taking this base that DeWalt wanted. DeWalt still wants, it looks like. And it feels like... Whoa, Plague-oo. It doesn't feel like DeWalt's like gaining ground or anything. It feels more like Eon Zerg's kind of like taking a breather, right? Like, look at this. This isn't rallied, so there's a giant mess of units here. He is still building, so you know the game's not broken, because as long as egg larva is being used, the replay is not broken. Well, not replay, but live game. Fun fact for you. Oh, that's so many lurkers. You can't do this, DeWalt. Not with those zealots. Oh, so many zealots just died. Yeah, this is the kind of game where you're going to ask for like a 5-minute break afterwards, you know, if you're Eon. You can tell he is putting all of his heart and soul into it, and he's still winning. He's definitely like needing a breather. Oh, Plague-oo. All right. Finally got 3-3 on our Hydras. Link upgrades, you know. Also 3-3. Everything just finished. Sick. Oh, that was a sick little plague there. I don't know, like, he just plagues the DT so that way it's visible. That is such a neat little play. Alright, we're forced to make an Archon. This guy doesn't have energy for a storm. This guy doesn't have energy for a storm. That guy does. He's not gonna. Oh, there he is. And look at this, it's like just a lot of Zealots versus a lot of Ling Hydra. That's all you really need at the end. We do need to do something about this. Yeah, Zerg, please look at your main, please. Yeah, there's a little much up there to go without a Darkstorm, but... Alright, many eggs. Zealots are like, maybe we don't go in that way. This is what I'll say. It's not that you shouldn't like macro out of your hotkeys, right? Macroing out of your hotkeys is something very important to know how to do. But you should look around once in a while. Oh! 3 Zealots at a time per swipe. Alright, we're at the point of the game where Reavers are now going to be at every base. The problem is, at this point, he can't break DeWalt. Yes, we've pointed this out. This is only getting worse because he hasn't looked back. Like, here, we'll even click onto his view for a second. Yeah, he's just gonna try and break in here. Or at least contain this. But, like, you gotta look at your mini-map and see this happening and go, huh? Because we're at 200 supply. There is, like, probably 20-something supply up there. Oh, we come up and get the play. Oh, double plague. We can't break up that still, but oh, look at all the ketchup. Oh, man. Wait, this might be the greatest thing for Eon Zerg ever. This might be his moment. There's so much here. Three Zealots versus the Templar. Oh, come on. Just tap it. All right, he did get it, it looks like. This is such a nuts game. This is definitely game of the day. I don't, you know, this is, there are plenty more games to be played, and I'm sure they're all going to be great. But, like, I think this is the greatest game we will see today. Great Plague-oo. Oh, another Plague-oo. Battle drone. All right, we've officially released our supply at least. We've opened up the doors. This lurker was here sent. Eon Zerg pushed in here, by the way. Oh, bye, Reaver. Duwalt might have forgotten that one was Plague a little. He got the sriracha sauce on him. Spicy. Oh, he wanted the shuttle. Does not get the shuttle. Ooh, we can't just stand in the storm. We probably should at least dodge him. Big amount of army coming here from the back. There's a probe here to try and take the base. That's hopeful. Alright, DeWalt has a lot here, but it is grinding down. The Archon falls. That was a lot of the beef of this army. He has to make 2 more. Oh, we're fighting against the Dragoon. Ah, the shuttle micro. The micro. And for the first time, supplies change in DeWalt's favor. Eon Zerg in the lobby said that the last game was the greatest game he could ever play. And he was dead wrong. This is the greatest game he could ever play. And if DeWalt still wins this, then yes, I do believe he's right that, like, well, this is the best we could ever do, and this is how it went. All right, we got some lurkers coming in from every angle. Another shuttle flying in. Eon Zerg needs to stop this base. End of story. If this gets up, that's guaranteed GG. Oh, the storm. He needs more hatcheries. He needs to drop like 4 or 5 hatcheries over here. Or at least a couple more. Maybe not that many, but like. Alright, we will pick off the observers here, which is great for our lurkers, but it doesn't really matter when 3 Reavers are still the problem. Setting up this position. 1 will allow DeWalt to continuously push on this position. while defending an expansion. Also, you can drop in here. And the Eon Zerg's lifeblood is these two bases. At this point, DeWalt's starting to outpace him in supply. Not great. We're taking fights that leave us down in supply, which normally isn't bad, but when we've been up 20 supply for most of the game and now we're starting to go down 20 supply, that tells you that things are starting to switch around a little bit. Alright, we got some Zealots over here. Trying to break in, create some chaos. They actually will clean up the top right. Top right main is absolutely dead. More Zealots going across here to help in the fight. Alright. Ian will get one of the Reavers finally. Oh, the storms, the splash in general has just been so good for DeWalt here. Oh, Storm Egg, Storm Egg, Storm Egg! No! And now we've just lost 2 more bases. DeWalt really needed a cash infusion. Like, you look, this base is empty, this base is low. Setting up this is what keeps him in the game. And Eon can't break this. If Eon broke this, then DeWalt's broke. He's got a couple thousand minerals here, and that's it. That's a couple minutes of gameplay. Especially when you're getting Mass Reaver. Big Plague-oo. This is probably the most heartbreaking game ever. Another great Plague-oo. Oh. Oh, they don't reach? That's not fair. Storm would reach. I can't believe we can't reach these. Oh, it's because we can't see them. That's better. That's fair and balanced. Alright, we've tried retaking this base, but more Zealots are here. And we are just busy sending everything we have. We remade the mutas even. Alright, we have a lot of links here. We're sending them in one by one, basically, into 2 Archons. Alright. We're going to try to drop over here. Ah, we see it. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, dang it, they're going to survive. Alright, here come the Guardians. Chat wanted them. It looks like Eon wanted them. We should probably space them out a little bit. Guardians will break the space. By Mr. Templar Man. By Observer. And breaking the space, once again, is huge. Just look at this. While we've been fighting, the space is mine now. That's what I meant by, like, this base is key for DeWalt's gameplay. That since this base is going to fall. Hopefully. Maybe. It's actually kind of scary that it's not falling. Like, if I'm Meandering, I might even be a little bit tilted that this base is still alive. Like, genuinely. Alright, we drop storms all around here. Alright, base finally dies. There's still 3 Reavers here, which is a scary amount of Reavers no matter what you're doing, but We're making more Guardians here. Preemptive play, go! Alright, we're walking Hydras in. They're just getting stuck. We need to be A moving. Oh, we're stuck on the ramp. No! Oh, the eggs! Storm egg! Ah, they finished. Sucker. And those finishing is so huge. They add so much to this army. And the possible defense of this base. And this is DeWalt's last-ditch effort. The thing is, if DeWalt doesn't break him here, that's it. DeWalt's broke. Look at this. He's got 700 minerals in the bank, and it's not going up. So with losing this force, he's probably going to GG here soon. He definitely should. Like, broke is a joke. Mind out on every... Well, all right. Sorry, guys. He's got 76 minerals. We're still got a chance. 76 minerals in a dream. He wants to go full snow. He's going to play with just 3 shuttles of Reavers, and that's it. That's all he's got left for the game. This is it. We can just follow these shuttles, and that's everything DeWalt's going to do for the rest of the game. I mean, to be fair, there's kind of a scary amount of stuff in these shuttles. 3 Reavers. Oh, 1 Reaver's down. 2 Reavers down. Oh, he did it! GD! Oh, what a game! Oh, what a game! Oh God, that game nearly broke me. We are 1-1. Oh, no. Eon won that after an incredible snipe of that base. All right. Take 5. All right, guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break here. DeWalt's one's like, I need a break after that. But I'm sure Eon Zerg's like, you know, his keyboard's on fire after going like this for 36 minutes. So Eon Zerg's excited he'll get a fire extinguisher and a new keyboard. Guys, don't go anywhere. We're also going to take a minute because I need a minute. When we come back, game number 3. Oh, my Lord. Holy crap. Man. All right, wait, what is game 3 supposed to be? Fighting spirit to end it all. Jeez. Holy crap, this is going to be great. All right, we got players in the lobby, guys. We have a scoreboard that is 1 each. Guys, 1 each. Can you believe this? We're going into game 3. This is the best of 3. So this is the deciding point between Eon Zerg and DeWalt on fighting spirit of all places. This is 2006, 2010, 2012, 2018, 2022, 2026. What year is it, guys? We're going to decide everything on fighting spirit. 1v1 fighting spirit. Let's go. In the top left-hand side, we've got DeWalt on the ropes. Bottom left, guys, we have Eon Zerg coming fresh off the highest adrenaline point. He's gonna have to win this before before the adrenaline leaves his system. I think DeWalt just looked at the replay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just looked at the replay and then was like, all right, cool. All right, overpool again. All right, I'm gonna chase the probe around. So I'm curious because obviously you have this area, right, behind the minerals. Like, are we gonna see? Like, we have to go mutt-mutts again, right? Ah, he stole the minerals. Thief! Someone call the police. And I mean, mutants are gonna be really good on this map. So I'm excited to see if Eon Zerg can make lightning strike twice. All right, we once again go Nexus before cannons. Beautiful. Alright. One single cannon behind where the gateway is going to be. Oh, actually, he's going to double stack him here. Pulling some probes because he just kind of waited it out. Interesting. Oh, Mr. Probe, you're stuck. There's no base there. He's just fishing. Getting up to 3 base. Nothing else happening. Yeah, he hasn't even dropped his cyber yet. There it is. Yeah, I guess Ling All-Ins could be scary, so it would make sense to play a bit more defensively against them. And I mean, especially on game 3, right? Like, the odds of, I don't want to do that again, Lings, is not 0. I do have a guess of what he's about to do here. And if you're watching, I'm sure you do too. Guys, we still have 2 more series after this. We have 3rd place, so it is the loser of this versus the loser of the other semi, which was Julian and Fishy, I believe. And then after that, we'll have the winners, which should be the winner of this versus the winner of that series. Or the grand finals, I should call it. Oh, 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 oh. That is a moral. Oh, oh no. Oh my lord, he isn't doing it, is he? No. No way. Forget the 973. We have Lings. Forcing out a Ling in, cannon in the main. He's just gonna hit on the cyber core here, force the probes out. And honestly, from here, yeah. All right, what's he making? He's going into the, yeah, he's still going to go for it. Drone count's not quite there because he spent some money on Link. Did it just get wrecked with the missed shot? It's about time it hurt somebody else. Oh, he dives both cannons. Is he going to get it? Oh, this is so greedy. Oh, it's so greedy. But, all right, here's the crazy thing, right? When your Hydras are here, neither of these cannons will reach them. And by the time you've broken this down, these 2 won't matter no more. Chat, we might know who's going into the finals. We are down a couple of drones from where we should be for this, but... yeah, like a shark, he smelled blood. You can target this cannon. Eon, please. Please. Just target the cannon. You could have targeted this one before it oh, he's just going to try and get up in the main. Oh, that was messy. But we do have 3 Lings in. Like, this cannon's not that scary by itself. Oh. Yes, the Lings come back in. We target down a cannon. Target down another cannon. We have a lot of probes dying here at the front. We pull back the Hydras and just start picking off the probes. DeWalt's just letting them bleed out. Free cannon. All right, we have more boys on the way. Look at this. We have 8 probes in the main. We have nothing mining in the natural. This is it. He must survive this. And at this point, we got 2, 4, 6 cannons coming on up here. 7. This is a scary amount of cannons for a 973. But it does not mean it's not doable. Beautiful drill here with the probes. But I mean, we've just killed 2 more cannons. We have no gateway. We have a Stargate we can't use. Guys, even if we don't break the vault here, this might be it. He's got 16 probes mining. No gateway. No nothing. Just hopes, dreams, and a couple of pulled probes. GG! Eon Turk does it with a 973 to clean up the series after an incredible game number 2. Ha ha ha! Oh, guys, you know what that means? That means DeWalt's in the losers match. His first response is, I can't believe I won that. Oh, Eon Zerg's on fire. Guys, let's see. What did the prediction say? 92% for DeWalt. Someone, who's the Chad? The lucky noob. One person who put 10 points on Ian Zerg is about to win all of the points of the believers of DeWalt. Ian Zerg wins. Lucky noob wins. All right. Best of three. Third place. All right. So that means we get another PVZ because it's Fishy versus DeWalt. And then we will get a ZVZ finals. Lucky ass noob. I mean, he is the lucky noob. That's for sure. Poor Fishy, who was like, well, you know, this is going to suck whoever I'm up against. Yeah, he's like, oh, this is going to suck, man. And then instead of getting Eon Zerg, which is what he expects, he gets to one. He's like, huh. All right. Yeah. Oh, if I could type, would be great here. All right, guys. Fishy and DeWalt, they don't want to do vetoes. They just want to get into it. So we're going to go to Litmus, game number 1. I don't think this is the result anyone expected. DeWalt included. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean. Oh, wait, Fishy's a Protoss? I thought he was a Zerg for some reason. I don't know. All right, guys, we got 2 mirrors then. All right, guys. Fishy versus DeWalt. I guess I haven't cast him in a hot minute. I don't know why I thought he was a Zerg. Doesn't matter. PvP madness. Honestly, as we're saying, this is probably the best bet, is that they both got mirrors. Julian's got the best chance in a mirror. Fishy's got the best chance in a mirror. So let's see if some chaos can ensue, guys. What do you think? Top right-hand side, guys, we've got Fishy. Bottom right, we've got DeWalt. I can't believe this is the 3rd place match. Make sure you're drinking water and staying hydrated out there, chat. These games are spicy hot. Free the doodle. The doodle decided not to show up, so not much I can do with that. All right. I don't expect either of these two to do anything too crazy, right? So when I say crazy openings, I mean like a 2-gate versus a 1-gate kind of opening. I expect both of these guys to do 1 gate, you know, into core, into probably Robo, 2nd gate, and then from there they'll figure it out. The problem with that is that means DeWalt's going to win, because DeWalt's just going to be the better Reaver Shuttle player, right? So it really is on Fishy to do something, well, pardon my pun, to do something fishy to try and pull a win. But game 1 in a series, I think it's best to just play what you're comfortable with. Play a macro game. Julian and DeWalt have played several times on this channel, and I don't know if Julian's ever won a map. Like, I genuinely, he might have won a map in the 6, 7, 8 plus series they've played on this channel. They might have pulled a map. He might have pulled one. Interesting. Fishy going Zealot here. Not second game, but just Zealot before Goon. 1Z. If I know my Protoss build orders. Oh yeah, the finals are going to be great because it's ZVZ. But I think Eon Zerg is definitely favored. Oh, we got a Manor Pile on here. Let's go. That's how we start a series. ZVZ is the only matchup. Ooh, Invisible Men. ZVZ is the only matchup where the better player is not inherently at an advantage. ZVZ is so chaotic. It's so easy. Ooh, DT drops. It is so easy to swing a ZVZ. Just because you get the right Muta fight, right? Or the glaives don't bounce, right? You get a couple Lings under the Muta fight, and their glaives bounce on your Lings. So you win the fight, even if you're down a Muta. Which are all possibilities, right? You don't inherently have to be the better player, as long as you can, you know, do something along those lines. And I think that's what makes ZVZ more compelling than any mirror matchup. Well, yeah, it's a thick skill gap, right? Like, when I played Striker, I am 1500. Striker is Striker. That wasn't close. But if I played against a 1600 Zerg as a 1500 Zerg, that is still can go either way pretty easily. That is one of those things that is still a coin flip. And that's just because, like I said, if you have one more Muta than if you go in with 5 Mutas and your opponent has 4, like, it is a big difference. You'll win with like 1.5 Mutas. Like, you'll have 1 Muta and then very damaged Muta. If you go in, like, you know, 11 versus 12, you win with like 4 Mutas. But if you run 5 Lings under the Muta fight, well, that changes the math significantly. Or if they fight near your base and you're bouncing on buildings and larvae. Things like that make a huge difference. Alright, the Observer should be coming. Question is, does it go straight across or does it stay home? I mean, DeWalt's got to assume something's up, right, with how little he's seen. Yeah, either way, I think the simple answer is the finals are going to be incredible, and I can't wait to watch them. But first, we got to see if Fishy can get a point on the board here. All right, he's finally noticed, but 12 workers down and counting. He did not expect the shuttle play. Oh, just swipe. Just swipe. Like a credit card, just swipe it. Oh, he's going to go sneaky. Get this probe. Yeah. He kind of gets stuck on the Nexus. That's unfortunate. But I mean, that is beautiful. Look at all this time that DeWalt has not been mining. 12 minerals. He's been stuck on 12 minerals for quite a while now. Oh, this is sick. He's going to go straight into High Templars, obviously, because he's already got the Templar tech. So he's just going to completely skip the Reaver aspect of the game. Robe's looking around, seeing if anything crazy's going on. You got to be ready for the crazy. DeWalt does have his natural, but he has so few probes, he doesn't really get to utilize it. Look at this, he's leaving 10. Like a whole 17 workers is not that many. Oh, just drop your load, drop the load. No! There was some form of Templar in there, I'm sure. Actually, there might not have been. That could have just been an empty shuttle that he was using to bait. I mean, now he knows there's a Reaver and a couple of goons. This was just getting saturated. But now that this is saturated, this is bad for Fishy. The real question is, what's he going to do about it, right? He's got some storms. Is he just going to try and late expand? Like, just accept that he's down? I don't think he can. He's going to have a really powerful army here soon. The problem is DeWalt's going to catch up very quickly. He's got 2 Reavers. The shuttle should be on the way. Yeah, DeWalt's wondering if this is cheeky or if this is an all-in. He's building a battery and a second AI pylon just to slow down Fishy. We're going to need some incredible storms here. And against Reaver, storm is really good. So it's not impossible, but let's just say it's not great. Yeah, like that. That's nice. Well, that's less nice. Alright, we sniped the Observer, which would be great if we had an Invisible Man here. Well, yeah, look at this. We don't have enough to break. Unfortunate. Though, if we had not wasted that storm here, this fight could look vastly different. Yeah, and that was really it. Like, no amount of follow-up from here will be good. Yeah, this is a really good play. Honestly, I think it had potential. Because if he doesn't whiff a second, he drops like a third storm over here, and it whiffs, and it just does nothing. Well, this is a nice way of getting something at least. But yeah, he's on one base. He cannot break this base, and that just means DeWalt's going to get more and more ahead. Oh no, they scratched this. They accidentally brushed against the shield. Battery. Alright, we got a big round of Templar coming out, but they won't be useful for, another. They need 25 energy, so, the better part of a minute. Ooh, Archons. The nice thing with how slow Templar are is that by the time it's across the map, it'll have all the energy it needs. Alright, well, that you just can't do that. Even if you're on equal footing, you can't do that. Hey, buds. Where are you going? We have no storm. We have no splash damage. Our Archons are wherever the hell they are. Even Eon's like, what the hell are you two doing over here? These two Archons remind me of the robots from Reboot. Like the main bad guys that are just inept and bouncing into each other all the time. Can't think of their names for the life of me. Look at this shuttle micro, though. Oh my god, it really is an Archon run by. That's nothing you can do. There's a pylon here that scouts it. We also just don't have enough at home. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of this map for the backdoor specifically. Don't get me wrong, the best part about being the tournament organizer is that I get to say, like, we should put this map in because I find it fun. Unfortunately, it is not enough. GG's! Guys, this series might be quicker than game 2 of the last series. All right. Wait on them to pick a map number 2. Dominator. All right. Guys, game number 2 is going to be on Dominator. Simple little 3-player map. When I woke up this morning, I was like, my throat's shot. This is going to suck. But it should be a pretty simple day. Nah, you know what? This was not a simple day. This was an incredibly good day. By the way, hello, YouTube chat. I do see you over there. I don't look at that monitor as much because for some reason Twitch chat's broken on it. But hello, YouTube chat. I do see you. Always good to have you. The biggest unfortunate news is that the rest of the main IPSL league, will not be on YouTube live because we can't have delay on it, apparently. So, and I reached out to the developers of the plugin I use, and there's like, huh, that's a weird bug. And so, yeah, the rest of it will be recorded and then uploaded later. But that's the future. What about now? Spawning here in the top left-hand side, guys. We've got Fishy with a neat build order last game. It looked like everything about it looked good. It just didn't come together correctly, unfortunately. And in the bottom left, the man, the myth, the legend, unless he's against Eon Zerg, that is. Give it up for DeWalt. And I think what I really want to do one of these days, and this is one of those dumb things, but I think I would like it. I'm sure someone in the community would like it. I want to do player card, like trading cards for the players. Like I think like old school WCS style player cards. I want to make those again. I've always found those cool, and I think, you know, bringing stuff like that back would really be great for the scene. They're just fun, you know, you get some good quality ones. But yeah, Fishy played a great game last game. Sometimes it's just not enough. You can ask Eon Zerg. That's how he felt about game 1. Eon Zerg in his game 1 was like, oh, how could I play any better? And then he proceeded to play better. So let's hope Fishy can channel that same energy. What do you guys think? Would you buy booster packs of Brood War player cards? You can collect your DeWalt, your Eonzer, your Bonus, Zeke, Dragon, you know, all of the top players. We would do like a top 32 of the foreign scene. I can't wait for the. I've got like 5 Tarsons. I'll trade you that for 1 Zeke. All right, fine. Yeah. We'll be doing a big TL push soon. I'm just really bad at TL. No offense to Tarson, by the way, in the playing card example. I love Tarson to death. No offense to him. Great dude. It's really cool to see what Poland's putting out in terms of quality players, man. But it's just, he was the first person I thought of. Oh, you can't just drop this in front of him. You can't drop the Citadel in front of him. Alright. Going straight for our goon ranges. Pretty standard stuff. He does cancel the Citadel. I'm pretty sure it was after the probe had left. We couldn't see it. Alright, we dropped the second gate. We should go Robo here for DeWalt. Just the threat of possible DTs again means you have to respect by getting Observer. And I was in the middle of saying this, and it looks like he's doing it anyways. If you feign that, and they're going to go 1 gate Observer, you then immediately go 3 gate Goon. That's it. That's how you do it. You immediately go 3 gate Goon. And that's your win con. Interesting. Irab, are you in the IPSL Discord? Do you have the player tag? I posted this on Wednesday and then again when check-in opens. If you're in the IPS, if you do !IPSL, you can join the Discord. Once you're there, make sure you get the player role. Because for things like this, we always ping the player role. And that's just anyone who wants to play in our event. So like when the qualifiers come up in March for the next IPSL season, wink wink. Yeah. That's where we'll be pinging the player role. Get everyone in there. Of course, it'll be on TL and stuff too. But if you stay in the Discord, you are going to get all of the updates as quickly as I can think of them. You're in the community one. Yeah, CSL is just for players below 1800. That is our community-driven tournament. Honestly, a lot of fun. Love me some CSL. Everyone who shows up and watches loves it too. It is just a lot of fun to see how it goes. But yeah, if you want to play in the IPSL stuff, !IPSL. Alright, we got a lot of goons here. We have goons out here, but you have to get down the ramp. And that's the dangerous part here. Monthly number 15 will be next month. I don't have an exact date picked out yet. I will probably have that next week. Let's see, what's the calendar look like for next month? Next month's actually open because IPSL wraps up this month. We'd probably be looking at... Oh, big Reaver shot. Pushing down the ramp is so hard here. But probably the 14th or the 28th is what we'd be looking at. God, going down the ramp is so painful here. GG is called. Yeah, you just getting down the ramp, brother. That's so hard. Yep. All right. Best of 5 finals, guys. All right. Looks like they are ready. Julian's immediately like, let's go, 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 go. All right. All right. Let's go ahead. And, guys, they just want me to host. They don't even care. Like, we banned our 2 maps. All right. So let's get a prediction ready. Finals. Eon Zerg versus Julian. Let's see. I hate how Eon Zerg capitalizes because it's like E, capital O, lowercase N Z. It's like, I always mess it up. All right, guys. Full best of 5. Go ahead and throw your points away. What do you believe in, Chad? Do you believe in the Zerg or do you believe in the Zerg? All right. All right. Oh. All right. Yeah. Well, we got an order. There we go. Someone with the value 69 bet. All right, guys. This is what you... Well, honestly, I'm excited for this, all right? I am 100... I will always be excited for a ZVZ. Always. Like, but it's so hard to be hyped after how incredible the semi was. But I think we can make this happen. I think we can be this hyped. If there were any 2 players that were gonna make it to Hive at like the higher level, I think it's these 2. I think it's these 2 guys. And you know what? Let's go ahead and find out here. Oh, there we are. All right, spawning here to the top right-hand side of Litmus, we have Julian. And in the bottom right, we have Eonzer, the DeWalt killer. Oh, man. I'm still in disbelief that Eonzer beat DeWalt 2-1. I'm going to rewatch that series later because I genuinely think that was just beautiful. I also might have sent Game 2 off to a few casters who might be interested in putting it on their YouTubes. So, who knows? You might see that game a couple more times before the day is out. All right. I would expect them to both play pretty standard. I say that as we go into a 12 pool. An extractor trick here. Let's go. It's an 11 pool. Close enough. Oh, Here we go. Set it for high latency, chat. We're ready. This is honestly what I think will be a very fun ZVZ. I genuinely think these two will make a fun ZVZ out of it. Even if it's like, you know, if this ends up being a 3-0, I think it's going to be a very fun 3-0 just because, well, it's Julian, so there's always going to be something crazy. And I think if anyone's going to have some counter crazy, it's Eon Zerg. Like, if it's a Zeke, right? Ooh, like this, you know? Hatch in main versus taking your natural. Like a Zeke or a Striker, they're just going to play standard and they're going to win. Eon Zerg's going to be like, you're probably going to do something stupid. So I have an idea. And then we'll proceed to do this. Alright, layer coming on up here. Julian's layer has not started. He's only got 2 on gas. Oh. Well, that's not a great way to start. Alright, layer's coming. A little bit later though. But he sees it all with his overlord, so he knows what the situation is. Alright. Eon Zerg comes out here, sees the natural has been taken, and goes, oh, interesting. Alright, Spire's coming on up here. Yep. Ooh, canceled it. Guess he thinks he has a bit more time. She does. Spire's only, you know, a third of the way done. You definitely don't need to be building your sports just yet. There's our counter Spire. I don't know. I'm wondering if he thinks he can hold just defensive Muta. That's the only thing I can think of. He genuinely thinks he can hold with defensive Mutas. Now, whether that's whether that's accurate or not, you can be the judge of that, and I'm sure we'll see in a minute. But there we go. He's got his own Evo chamber and creep colony coming up now. I think he just wanted to make a little bit more eco first. A little late for cheering for DeWalt, but always appreciated. I'm sure DeWalt appreciates all the fans. I mean, he did show some dominant PvP there. The Sunken, that can't be the right. That has to have been a whoopsie. Right? I guess, no, there are a lot of links coming. Alright. We are not getting good surface area here for Eon Zerg. But we have a lot more links. Even with the Sunken here. Okay. We did manage holding the ramp here, allowing the Sunken to get, like, you know, an extra 10 shots off. Massive difference. Alright, we got 2 lings in the main. Not much they can do, though. Alright. Oh, Oh, this is not good. Oh, 2 drones just popped there. Sniping 2 drones is huge. Fortunately, lightning will not strike twice. Did he just skip that over? Oh, no, he ran it back. Okay. So, Zerg's in a much better spot in terms of like he's got a mutaflock here. He you know, he's got more of the army you want. Julian has a natural. And sniped a couple of drones. So he has a drone advantage, which is also huge. He just can't really do anything but sit back and hope to not die. 2 counter drones go down. Oh, he saves that one with 2 HP. Alright, so we have about a dozen drones. Yeah, so Julian has a little bit of an economic lead here. And spreading the mining. He's only got 1 gas, though. That's a big difference, right? Zerg's got 2 gas here, but look, he can't spend it. If you want consistent muta production on 1 base, right, which is what we're on here, you want 5 drones on minerals. 5 drones on minerals means you always have 100 minerals in order to build your next muta. The problem is he's only got 6 drones here, which means sure, that's fine. He can continue producing out of this one. This hatchery has all 3 larvae though. He can't use this one at all. That's actually a bit of a blunder for Zerg. That was just some nice micro there from Julian. Alright, that was a big old screw you. Zerg, I would say, is definitely ahead. I think overall. But Julian's not in a bad spot. Julian is very far from in a bad spot here, I think, still. Zerg needs to squeeze out like 4 more drones. He needs to bring this to full saturation if he wants to really truly produce on both hatcheries. And I think that's the main. This is a little unfortunate, but yeah, this game. The longer this game goes, the better it is for the man on 2 bases. But it looks like Zerg wants to just kind of end it. This is I want to end the game number of Scourge. This is the kind that you can just send in YOLO swag. Oh! Oh no! That was terrible for Zerg. Oh my lord, that was the greatest thing that could ever happen for Julian. Maybe ever. Our little overlord farm down here. Well, it was like there were something like 20 Scourge that connected on like 10 Scourge. It was just a huge waste of Scourge for Zerg, and that cost him. All right. Bye, Scouting Scourge. All right. We got a few lings that are going to try and sneak up in here, but the mutas are waiting. A couple of Scourge coming down here to slam into Overlords, I guess. Damn. That actually supply blocked him. It actually does kind of suck. The thing is, as long as Julian's sitting at home, I don't think Eander can win this. I think we need to build up like 2 control groups to meet us, 3 control groups even, before we try breaking this. He's finally going to take his own natural, putting him up to 3 hatch. And give him, hopefully, a good amount of larva. Yeah, doesn't have any upgrades either. Interesting. The 1-0 armor is sick here for Julian. So a +1 armor. Remember, glaives will bounce 3 times, right? It'll do 9 damage, 3 damage, 1 damage. But with 1 armor, you're essentially technically negating that 3rd bounce, which makes a huge difference. Alright, at this point, Julian's economy is really good. All he needs to do is just pump out as many meters as he can. We'll wait for Eon Zerg to attack in, throw away all of his Scourge, and then just counter. I think that is the best play here for him. They're searching. Seeing drones pop. Trying to keep an idea of what's going on. But this has just become the most pacifist ZVZ you've ever seen. I can't believe Eon Zerg's not getting an upgrade. Oh, they kissed. Oh. Ooh, Julian taking a sneaky base over on the left side. Oh, that one will survive. Julian's got a good amount of mutas here. Alright, he comes out, he snipes off the Scourge. Eon Zerg's just gonna sit at home. He doesn't want to take the fight. The problem with staying entirely home is that something like this can just happen. Because you're gonna go ahead and take a sneaky base and there's nothing you can do about it. Until you scout it. Scourge do have the worst sight in the game. He might not have seen that hatchery. Chat, I don't know if he saw that hatchery. He's completely pulled off of this one since it's depleted. Alright, we're targeting down Overlords. That's how you know we're flexing. We're nearing 100 supply, chat. Look at this. 92 out of 92. 83 out of 91. Eon finally has +1 armor, but this is +2 armor. I mean, realistically, +1 armor matters a lot more than +2 armor. Because +1 armor negates the third bounce. +2 armor just, makes you a little bit better against the other two. So. Oh, hello. Free Muta. More Mutas just dropping. Yeah, Eon Zerg did not see that base. Oh, look at that. Beautiful micro. Pop another Overlord. Oh, he's going to take another. He's going to take this base. Oh, no. Julian definitely should be considering Hive first. Trying. Oh, he's going to go for this base. I forgot this base is here. I thought it was on the high ground for some reason. No one ever takes this base. Uh-oh. Those poor drones. Oh, we're too late to cancel this. We're going to have to fight here. Yeah, Julian wins this. This is GG. While +2 armor isn't a huge upgrade, having like 6 extra mutas. Mind you, he came in here with probably about 6 or 8 extra mutas, and he wins with like 20. Look how little he lost in that fight. GG. Like, it's just incredible how little he lost in that fight because he just had, like, more mutas. Actually crazy. Alright. Dominator. I don't know if I'll go that far yet. Well, did lose against Eon Zerg in what was the greatest game of the year. It was honestly sick. All right, we've got arguing about turn rate. Let's go. What, Jinx? Have you been napping this whole time? We've been going for almost 3 hours and you've been napping? Don't give me that look. You're like, don't judge me. What? You good, girl? Cover your mouth when you yawn. All right. They are arguing over turn rates and how high affects it versus extra high. These. These guys are just going at it. You know what? We're just gonna start it. They can fight it out in game. Yeah, no, they're going back and forth about turn rates. So, you know, the usual. Oh, that is a good point. I did not update the scoreboard. There it is. Now the scoreboard is accurate. Spawning here in the top upper left-hand side, guys. We have Julian. And on the right 3 o'clock position, we have Eonder. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. This is slander. I have gigabit fiber. I have the greatest internet. I'm being slandered by the players. Hold on. I can't believe this. I can't believe they would slander. Mind you, none of the other series today have lagged. So I refuse to say that I'm the one lagging when nothing else is lagged today. What is this scam? 12 pool. 12 hatch in base. Oh, if I... Yeah, I know. I'm stepping in. I'm dealing with these people. That game doesn't count. That one does not count because it was within 2 minutes. Eon Zerg's explaining how when you set it to high, you lose 2 turn rate steps and everything. And Julian's like, I'm just going to ignore him. Uh, uh, oh, gee. You know, it wouldn't be a tournament if we didn't have players complaining. That's it. I've just told them I'm hosting it. Either you show up or you forfeit. End of story. They're like, well, you're lagging. I'm like, brother, so my girlfriend lives in like the northern part of Sweden, like the northern fuck off part of Sweden. We can play turn rate 20 and 24 games all the time. Fuck off Sweden. Uh, well, you say that. I don't know. We'll get Gypsy in CS Land, I'm sure. Yeah, it's just good old turn rate drama. Nothing fancy, Europe. Look, I mean, you mean this sick IPSL shirt that is beautifully stitched to last a long time? Yeah, you mean this stuff that you can get with a 10% discount code? Because I haven't disabled the discount code yet, so you should probably try it out. By the way, the hoodies that I've been telling everyone are incredible. Are in fact incredible. Where's the top? Where's the top? There it is. Well, while the players fight it out. Look at that. Mm. Also, the burgundy color is sick here. Let me brighten up my camera a little bit. There we go. There we go. So we brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it looks so clean. It's stitched on the inside, so you have the little pattern here. You can actually see where it's stitched in and everything. It's so the lining on the inside is soft. This is you don't need a hoodie very often in Oklahoma, but I'm glad I've got that one right there. Actually, to be fair, if I took off my IPSL shirt, it would be to put on my CSL shirt because obviously we have CSL. This one, my dogs have tried chewing on. Yeah, that's you. So this one got a little bit bent, but uh, yeah. You see, yeah. Unfortunately, it's usually very warm here. Well, unfortunately, it's usually very warm here. When I lived up in New York, absolutely, it was hoodie weather 8 months out of the year. In Oklahoma, it's hoodie weather 8 days out of the year. All right, spotting in the top left, we have Julian leaving the game. Beautiful. All right, guys, that's it. If they're not gonna play, then that's it. The series is over. You guys. Yeah. All right, that's it. I'm hosting the game. Next person that leaves, or if someone leaves early, they get disqualified. End of story. Both of them want to play. One of them is very upset that the turn rate is keeps trying to set it to high instead of playing on low when there's no issues. Do you really need to answer your do you really need an answer on that one? I'm giving everyone one last chance. Well, there's one person who loves to complain about turn rate in games. And, like, there's one person who loves complaining about this. And, yeah. Like I've said, if either player changes the latency to high or leaves because of the lag, that's it. It's disqualification. That's what we're going to go with. And you know what? We're going to enjoy game number 2 finally happening. It's incredible that we've launched this game 3 times, and they've been in the same spawn every time. No, we're staying on low, 16 low. End of story. They don't, they don't get anything else. And I'm gonna have a talk with them after this about the future of either player in these leagues. Right side, we've got Eon Zerg. Up here, we've got Julian. Yeah, look, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Drama sells, all right? The more that these guys banter, the more I see the viewer number going up, all right? Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that. I also want to just run the tournament. Like, as a viewer and an appreciator of drama, like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. As the tournament organizer and man who wants to put on a great stream for you guys, I would like the game to happen. Irob, to answer your question, I cannot ignore any player because I'm an admin. I need to be able to have everyone reach me, whether I like it or not. Like, unfortunately, people need to be able to reach me. Now, if like we had an in-game admin, like someone who was just handling players' things and stuff, you know, at that point, sure, you know, I can D&D everything, and then just, you know, let the players handle whatever. But I also think you lose a little bit of the joy that you would get in a series like this by ignoring either side. They figured it out, though. Both got 9 pool. Julian's going speed first. Eons are going lair. So, I mean, there's going to be some sort of cheeky speedling all in, it looks like. Oh, no, we are going to get our lair. Interesting. We only got 2 on gas again. Definitely going to be heavy link pressure to start. All right, there's some dancing. I've seen Julian play at a LAN. All right, I know what he's capable of with 0 ping. I'm not gonna say he's not good. Like, oh well, we've let the lings in. This is a disaster. Oh, that's a cancel spire. He hasn't killed a single drone yet, though. That wasn't lag. And this is why I said what I said. It's going to be 16 low. There was no lag involved in that. Chat, do you think there was lag involved in that? All right, well, we got a point on the board at least. I have to scroll through walls of text to see what the next map is. Yeah, it's just turn right drama. It's nothing fancy. Well, yeah, we're gonna keep playing at some point. You don't have to play. Like Julian's like, oh yeah, sure. I'm like, look, you don't have to play, but if you're gonna play, you're gonna play. And he's like, okay, pointless. And I'm like, are you? Whatever. All right, guys. Game number 3 is happening. We are going right on into it on Fighting Spirit. As it is happening. In the top right-hand side, guys, we got Eon Zerg. And the top left, we've got Julian. Yeah, I mean, look how much this Overlord's lagging, guys. Can you see, like, it's just... Oh, wait, no, it's a Sprite game. That's right. All right, guys, we're not going to meme on him too hard. I've said, like, got the crap. We're playing a game here. If you want to play the game, then play the game. If you don't want to play the game, then you don't need to be here. You know? I finally understand what all my high school teachers went through. That's a crazy thing to think about. Yeah, do you ever have that moment where you're like, huh, I get it now? I suddenly understand my teachers yelling incessantly at the students. Like, if you don't want to be here, then just don't. That, it's like the weirdest spike, but the simple answer is that I would be more than willing to play around with it, all right? I don't mind trying out 14 or doing like an 18 high, you know, or 20 high, you know, I don't mind. Sorry, not 18. I meant 20. Brain tired. Still a little sick. I don't mind playing around with turn rates and trying to get everyone to work together. Okay, drone, dance, dance, dance. The problem becomes when all they're going to do is fight about it. If the two players their entire goal is just to BM and fight each other, then yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I love the players to death. I really do try and go out of my way to balance things out for them. But if they're going to fight about it consistently, then they're going to get what they get. Because at the end of the day, I can sit here for 20 minutes while they go back and forth fighting and talking about how they're ignoring each other and how the other one's an idiot, blah, 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 blah. But, like, you're not going to get anywhere with just letting them fight it out. So, and yeah, like, maybe 16 high would be better, but if they're going to keep switching low, high, low, high, low, high, then someone leaves. No, you just don't get to change it. You've lost the right to change it. End of story. And it's, you know. Now, you know, I'm down for that. So this is 16 low right now. Right. What we were playing on right now is 16 low. Alright. We got our lings and our drones versus just some lings. We are putting some good damage on this hatchery. Oh, alright, we're finally going to circle around and grab the lings. We get the drones into the fight here, and we managed to break up the lings. But more are coming in. Not a lot more, but just enough that it's... You've got to stay down here and defend, just in case. One that goes up here does not get anything done. Spire is coming up here. We are still on layer tech for Julian. We never actually went... Oh, no. 20 guess. He must have gotten link speed. Alright. Look at those speedy legs coming on in. We do have a nice little concave, though. I don't remember where I was. It was a couple of days ago. Oh, I was at lunch with some coworkers. And we were just, you know, talking crap about, like, windshields and stuff, like, oh, getting cracked. So we were joking about, like, making there's more lings on the way. What do we have popping? We do have a sunken to fall back to. So I think we're still in a good spot here. This sunken's got great coverage. 2 mutas start immediately. We do got to protect our drones, though. But we got talking about convex versus concave. In the back of my head, I had a thought that the main reason I know the difference is because of StarCraft and talking about concaves all day with you guys. And I was like, ah. StarCraft is useful, guys, for everyday life. Obviously, I don't know how to explain that to my coworkers. Like, oh yeah, I understand the difference because I play this 20-year-old, nearly 30-year-old video game. All right, spores are coming on up here. This is going to be a lot more like... this has a lot of potential to be like Game 1. Although... Alright, we just see this. We have 1 mutt here. We have 2 lings. 1 mutt pops. We can easily snipe the Spire. Yeah, we need to drill across the sunken here. Ooh, 1 drone down. We only lost 1 drone. That's super impressive, honestly. We only lost 1 drone there. We are still down a couple of workers, though. So we have to get something done. Oh, this is beautiful. He's just going to bounce glaze off of this towards the drones. Beautiful. He's just going to dive this one. That's crazy. Oh, look at the range on spores. Totally imba. Yeah, but now Eon can just run through the natural and stop everything. We're going to get 2 overlords for free here. 18 out of 2. That's it. There are 0 overlords on the field for Julian. And with a good lag. GG's. Did you really have to ask? All right. I'm offering them 14 low right now and see if they say yes or no. Looks like the answer is going to be a no. Julian says, let's just finish this. So 16 high. So when you set a game to high, you lose 2 turn rate steps. So playing on 16 high is the equivalent to playing on 12 low in terms of latency. So that is like, that's the big thing that Eonzerg has been trying to get across is like, we can play on 14 low, which is like, you have 16 low and then, 16 high essentially. You can play on 14, which is dead in the middle. Yeah, the way it compounds, that's the wrong map. Yeah, so it's because adding high adds a fair amount. Stepping between high, like low, high, and extra high adds so much latency to it that it's equivalency of stepping down 2 turn rates. So I love shield battery to death. I think it's a great technology. Last I saw, their observer overlay just kind of sucks. No, it's not -2, so like 16 -2. It's 2 steps. So if you're on 20, if you go from 20 to low to 20 high, you go from 20 to 16 to 14. Yeah, it's really fucky, but that's... I mean, you got to remember, this was designed technically still in 1998. And when Blizzard refreshed it so you can actually see turn rate and everything, it really didn't change how the netcode worked. All they did was make you able to choose a static setting. When you set a turn rate, you're saying, like, turn rate 24 is saying that there is sub 30 millisecond delay between everyone in this game, or whatever it is. There's a chart somewhere. There is a chart somewhere on TL. I know someone's posted it. And what you're saying, when you choose a turn rate, you're saying there's X amount of milliseconds. And then you say high or extra high, and that exponentially says, it really broadens it out. Like, extra high and high broaden out a lot more than stepping up and down turn rates. 16, like, when you consider it, right, most people have about 120 milliseconds between, like, NA and EU. Yes, that is correct. 16 high is 12 low, essentially, in terms of millisecond difference. Now, there is a certain amount of choppiness that changes with setting the turn rate, where it gets a little sticky, I guess is really how I would describe it. But you don't get that. But in terms of like actual millisecond delay, they're about equivalent. But anyway, bottom left-hand side, guys, we've got Julian. Top right, we've got Eonzerg. Yeah, 16 low is meant to be pretty good across the globe, but if someone wants to search, yes, statistically 16 high is 12 low. If someone Google TL and then search like TL.net, someone did a big post about a chart. that has all the turn rates and the lows, highs, and extra highs. If someone finds that, we can go over it after this game. I'm totally down because it's really cool, and I'm very into like the technical side of why Brood War works, which is why like understanding how pathing zones work is really cool to me. Stuff like that is what I really love about this game. Obviously, I love the game too, but you know, I'm a nerd. What can I say? Julian going hatch first. It is cross spawn. Yes. So. Based. We're going to start hammering away at this hatchery. Drones are coming. Lings are popping. Oh, is it on Wikipedia? People put things on Wikipedia? Wild. Oh, and this is, yeah, Eon's just link flooding. Lol. He should be able to kill the hatchery here. GG's. And with that, Eon Zerg takes the finals. GG's. All right, so let's take a gander at some science. Who doesn't love a little bit of science? Yeah, so here we go. Thank you, Lucky Noob, for finding this. So, oh, yeah, I hate when it zooms. So, right here, right? The 16 low is 188 milliseconds. Realistically, I get about this to continental Europe and even up into Sweden. I get very good turn rate, which is why I love my fiber internet. But you can see it's not 100% guaranteed, but turn rate 24 high is you know, somewhere in the middle here of 20 and 16. That'd be like a turn rate 18 setting. But turn rate 20 at 115 goes to 200, and this is 214. So you kind of see, and especially turn rate 16, 250, 250. That's a dead on for a -2 turn rate step. And like 24 extra high, you are essentially playing at turn rate 14. That's the difference. And so if you ever are curious, you can, if you check your, there's ways to check what your ping is to, like, if you run, like, speed tests to, like, Germany, or, like, if you're in Europe, you can run them to North America. If you're in North America, you can run them to Europe. And you can see, like, oh, I get about 180 milliseconds ping to Poland. Well, you're probably going to be playing at turn rate 16 at best, ever, in any game you play against, you know, Central to Eastern Europe. And that's how the game is determined. This is... Oh, God, yeah, if you're playing 8 extra high, you're not... That is... 600 milliseconds is the better part of a second. So it's like, click thing, click thing, click thing. Like, there is that notable delay. So, yeah, that is very good information. That is kind of what... That's what Eon Zerg was going on about, was trying to explain that. And then Julian was like, no, 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 no. And that was the whole drama. But yeah, congrats, chat. You've learned something today. We had some great StarCraft. We had some great knowledge. Yeah, if you're curious about this, I would recommend looking into it. So the big thing is what Shield Battery does is... Shield Battery just has better netcode, so it's easier for 2 clients to connect. It's still peer-to-peer, but they just refined it a little bit so you get better connections. And that's why you can usually get a 1-step higher turn rate. Magic Jr., no, we're not doing it in Minnesota. For a number of reasons, no matter what your opinions are, we're not doing it in Minnesota. No matter what your opinions are. So, yeah, there you go. There's your fun facts, chat. Thank you all for hanging out. I think we had a great day. Exactly. No matter what you think, no matter what side of the aisle you sit on, and I don't want to talk politics because honestly, I really just there's idiots on every side. It's the best answer I've got. But no matter what side you have, no one wants to be in Minnesota right now. That's the simple answer, guys. But where you want to be is Oklahoma City, guys. Chat Starland number 4, 99% likely to be right here in Oklahoma City. $2,500 prize pool. We're going to get the best of the best. So make sure you're there, guys. Until next time, we're going to find someone to throw some love to. Let's see, who's on? You know what? I haven't seen him in a hot minute. He's a great dude. Go ahead and show 80s Mullet some love. They are not 100% confirmed. I'm waiting on the venue. But we are looking at August 22nd and 23rd of this year. $2,500. Make sure you check TL, IPSL Discord, Reddit. It will be everywhere once it's announced. And it should hopefully be announced probably in about a month or so. I'm just waiting for some venue confirmations and such. Working with like Oklahoma Tourism because obviously we're bringing people in, so I'm seeing if they'll give me, you know all the good stuff, guys. But otherwise, make sure you come back tomorrow at this time tomorrow, guys. We'll have Dragon versus Seiki, best of 7 right here. So until then, peace.